The thing that we just did, where we did what multiplicative factor there was involved in the difference in reaction rates over a temperature range, is something that helps explain what's going on in a lot of cooking. I have two examples on here. The first one is with coffee beans, and we have here uncooked coffee beans to the extremely dark roasted ones. And you can see the difference in color kind of depends on two things. You can either go for how long that you cook something, or you can go for how hot you are cooking something. And there's a particular reaction that is happening in food, the Maillard reaction. It's named for this gentleman here, who is very French, and the French love cooking. So he was busy trying to figure out what was going on with the coloring that food takes on as it's cooked. How much heat will change the taste of the coffee beans? Some people like the dark roast and some people like the light roast, and bread will end up with this beautiful, deliciously brown crust. But if you think about cooking bread, if you've ever put rolls in the oven, they always tell you to set it at a very high temperature. So over here, we have an oven temperature in Fahrenheit because that's how our ovens are all calibrated. Here's the temperature converted to Kelvin. And then we have these relative rates, just like the last problem. If you would set this one as being the base rate, then it turns out if you raise the temperature this much, it would cook 21 times as fast. I say cook. What I mean is, this particular reaction that gives the color and the crustiness to the bread would happen at 21 times the speed that it happens at 250. If you raise that temperature to 450 on your oven, it's going to happen at a whopping over 200 times as fast as at 250. And so this is why you end up cooking your bread at this temperature, is to get this crust on it. The crust then will hold the moisture inside. If you ever try to cook your bread at a really low temperature like that, you're going to end up with a rock. The temperature has to do with this browning, and we can see that in the ratio here, which is right here, that comes from the difference in the temperatures compared to a standard, and in this case, the standard was set at the 250.